Hi, I'm Susan Scoggins with Houston Area Parkinson's Society. I am a speech pathologist, and this is another Speech with Susan class. And welcome. Glad to have you joining me. What we're going to do is work on exercises for strength of voice, breath support, swallowing, cognitive, and I think I said voice. I think we've got everything. Okay, let's get started. First exercise is going to be an ah sound, holding for 20 seconds. We'll do one of them. Best thing to do is stop the video and do it about 4 or 5 more times. This is a very good exercise to keep the breath support strong. You need it for your voice, for the loudness of your voice and the strength of your voice. So let's take a big deep breath. Here we go. Great. Stop the video and let's do that about 4 or 5 more times. All right, welcome back. And now the next exercise is a high-pitched E, needed for the inflections in our voice, also for swallowing because our larynx goes up and it tilts a little bit forward, stretching the vocal cords, which give us a little bit higher pitch. But it gives us our inflections in our voice when we talk, and it helps keep the voice from becoming monotone that is typically seen by Parkinson's. Okay, so it's one right after another, high-pitched E. Here we go. Again. 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 One more time. Great. All right, next on the list, let's do a pucker and smile. On the pucker, we want to make sure we can maintain labial seal to keep from the habit of drooling. You know, we don't swallow as much, and Parkinson's have less swallows normal than when we were younger. So let's do that, and you're going to pucker and hold for 60 seconds. And in the last 10 seconds, you're going to pull a little bit tighter. That's my cat. Okay, so do that, stop the video, do that on your own, and then what you're gonna do is smile for 60 seconds, all right? Stop the video and do that for 60 and smile for 60. All right, next on the list is, the Masako. Let's do some swallowing exercises. This one is where you're anchoring your tongue between your teeth and your lips and swallowing. You're working the posterior pharyngeal wall. Normally the tongue goes back to it in the back of the mouth, but this makes the wall move forward, and the wall is a muscle, and it has to move forward to make to contact the base of tongue. So you're doing a normal swallow, not a normal, you've got your tongue sticking out. Swallow, and then anchoring it. The trick is trying to make it a little bit further out with the tongue and anchoring it. And swallow, because you're moving that tongue further away from that wall, and it has to try to hit that wall for part of the swallowing mechanism. After you've done that about 5 times, the next thing on the list is the Mendelssohn, and this is where you're swallowing with just a normal swallow, but you're stopping in the middle of the swallow, and that's causing the swallow causes the epiglottis to flip over the airway, covering it, and that is a protection to keep food or liquid from going into the lungs, and that is covered, and during that time you can't swallow. So it's just a normal swallow, but you're holding the breath or holding that swallow for about 3 to 5 seconds. So if you watch me, you can see that I've got a little bit of a strain on my face. Here we go. And then I release, and you can see my neck drop because I've held my larynx up. So stop the video and do that about 5 more times. Great. And I wanted to tell you about the other exercise that's very good for swallowing is the Shakur. All these are named after laryngologists, Masako, Mendelssohn, and Shakur. And with this one, you're laying firmly on a bed, lifting just your head up, looking at your toes, and trying to hold it for 60 seconds. Very difficult to do, but you want to work up to 60 seconds. And those work more of the exterior muscles that are still within part of the swallow, but they support the inner muscles, the smaller muscles that are for swallowing, but very good as well. All right. So let's go on and we'll do a exercise that stretches the muscles. Okay, that's what I wanted to do before we complete. So you're going to turn your head to the right shoulder, drop your left, and we're going to hold for about 20 seconds. And we want to feel that sensation of the contraction on the right side, and you're going to have a stretch on the left side. And then after we hold this for about 5 more seconds, we're going to switch, and you want to see that sensation. So you want to get your chin as close to that right shoulder. So now we're moving our chin to the left shoulder, dropping our right, and you should feel that sensation of the stretching of the muscles that were contracted. That was Mercy, my cat. I was ignoring her. Okay, next we're going to do right ear to right shoulder, drop your left, pull it back, chin to 2 o'clock position. And what we want to do is get a good stretch from the chin all the way down to the left shoulder. Okay, left ear to left shoulder, feel that sensation of this stretching. Drop your shoulder, pull it back, chin to 10 o'clock position. Okay, the last one is just chin to chest, feeling that stretch in the back of the neck. Great. All right, last exercise that we usually work on is a breath support exercise. We're going to inhale through the nose for a count of 3 and exhale through the nose for a count of 10. No, count of 8. So here we go. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. We've got the exercises out of the way. Let's do some thinking exercises. This is called Ted's Terrible Titles. He just can't remember the title, so he gives us a clue, but he improvises by giving us other words. So for instance, if these are favorite books, songs, plays, magazines, and television shows. So here's one of them. The Peculiar Pair. Well, that might sound like The Odd Couple. All right, let's try another one. Unable to doze off in a city on the Puget Sound. If you said sleepless in Seattle, that's it. Very good. Here's the next one. Insurrection on the brand of paper towels. Insurrection on a brand of paper towels. So what is a brand of paper towels? Probably Bounty. And if it's an insurrection, it's a mutiny. So mutiny on the Bounty. Veracity of repercussions. That one's truth or consequences. Truth or consequences, that's right. Okay, let's do the next one. Croonin' in the precipitation. Croonin, C-R-O-O-N-I-N, croonin in the precipitation, which precipitation is rain. What do you think croonin is? Singing in the rain. Execution, she inscribed. Murder, she wrote. The extreme suffering and the blissful joy. The extreme suffering, agony, and ecstasy. Mandibles. It's coming up this week. I think they're having it this blank week coming up. But it might be, by the time you get this, it'll be over. Mandibles. Jaws. Demise of the Fuller Brush employee. Demise or death of one Fuller Brush employee. Death of a salesman. Okay. Shoeless in an urban recreational area. Shoeless in an urban recreational area. Barefoot in the park. The morning meal at an expensive jewelry store. One of my favorite movies, because I love the actress. Breakfast at Tiffany's. All right, last one. Deceased fellow strolling. Dead man walking. Wonderful. Okay, thanks for joining me. I just want to remind you that Houston Area Parkinson's Society has free classes, in-person classes. They've got boxing, they've got yoga. I think they're in person or they're virtual. There's speech classes, I think, on Mondays and Tuesdays. I have a class on Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30, and we do a full hour of exercises and thinking tasks. But they've got physical therapy. They've got a calendar of classes that are great. They're all free for Parkinson's, and they have some resources and health information, as well as support groups for families who are dealing with Parkinson's. Be sure and like this video so I can continue doing them, and subscribe to Houston Area Parkinson's Society so you can get all the information. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one, Speech with Susan, or maybe I'll see you on a Thursday morning class from 10:30 to 11:30, or go to one of the sign on or log on to Houston Area Parkinson's Society and get some speech classes, physical therapy classes. Just look at the number of classes that they have. All right, thank you.